10 ladies who championed the aesthetics of the 1920s fashion era. The fashion aesthetics of the 1920s were grounded in women's fight for greater freedoms. One of the major aspects where women sought to enjoy more autonomy was in the way they dressed. This led to the emergence of loose flapper dresses and more androgynous style clothing. As with every defining moment in fashion history, there were key people who made it possible. All about 1920s fashion era. Previously, corsets were non-negotiables. Sure, they helped women get that coveted hourglass figure, a full bosom and a snatched waist, but it came at the price of being able to move and breathe freely. This all changed with World War I. As the men trooped off to war, the women who were left at home had to assume their responsibilities. This included manufacturing and farming roles that necessitated heavy manual labour. Women started preferring simplicity in their clothing and opted for clothes in favour of comfort and a lighter, more natural effect. Dress historian Jane Shrimpton. In its place, daring new styles like the flapper look became mainstream fashion. Taking inspiration from Coco Chanel, women also started to wear trousers, something only a man could previously wear. Mademoiselle Coco Chanel may have been the revolutionary who started it all, but credit must also be given to other women who influenced the 1920s trends and styles. It was common to see women in simple frocks by day and ornate dresses embellished with sequins, embroidery and headwork in the evening. List of the 10 ladies who influenced the 1920s fashion styles and trends. Gloria Swanson. Her extravagant sense of style was often accompanied by jewellery pieces from famous fashion houses like Louis, Pierre and Jacques Cartier, as well as Georges Mauboussin, among others. From these jewellers one could get pieces embellished with clusters of diamonds and other precious stones in gold and platinum settings. Swanson's fashion legacy included higher hemlines and heels stitched with imitation pearls and stones. Desiree Lubovska. American dancer Desiree Lubovska was one of many women who popularised la garçonne or the flapper dress. Flapper dresses' clean lines and angular silhouettes fit Lubovska's concept of simpler beauty perfectly. She wore them often and is one of the women who made them widely accepted. Marjorie Willis. While most of the Roaring Twenties clothing called for straight lines that did little to define the waist, Willis's avant-garde fashion sense wasn't afraid of cinched waists and shorter layered skirts in unconventional and different fabrics. Clara Beau. Towards the end of the silent movie era, actress Clara Beau played a shop girl in the classic 1927 film It. Because of the production, the concept of the It Girl was born, and Beau became its personification and the ultimate flapper girl. Some of the looks she became famous for are the slimming chevron print, dropped waist, the little black dress, and statement sleeves. In one of the movie's most memorable scenes, Beau is seen wearing her signature black frock at the shop, which she later transforms into a sleeveless black number. Greta Garbo. One of the most famous names on this list, Greta Garbo wasn't just known for gracing the big screen. She was also recognised for being one of the most elegant and well-dressed women in Hollywood history. Some of her enduring legacies include the beret, trench coat, turtleneck, and lace-up brogues. Despite the glamour that went with her profession, she was known to dress simply and comfortably without looking overly sexed up. She enjoyed tailored looks that incorporated loose pants and corduroy jackets with large pockets. Joan Clement. One of her classic looks is a robe de style dress by Jean Lanvin. Another trademark 1920s style, the robe de style, is characterised by a full skirt and a fitted bodice. The gorgeous Lanvin creation she wore gave the impression of a low-cut neckline that dipped at the waist before the skirt flared out below in luxurious folds of satin. From time to time, Clement wore simple, loose satin dresses accentuated by a single-strand pearl necklace with a cloche hat decorated with flowers. She would also wear all-white ensembles which remain popular to this day. Josephine Baker. Josephine Baker was a master of all trades, singing, dancing, and even entertaining. On stage, she wore little else but accessories, but you could find her rocking a mean Art Deco print by day. She popularised the Eton crop, a short, slicked-down variation of the bob, which she often topped off with a cloche hat. Baker was unpredictable and bold when it came to fashion, and is remembered for wearing sleepwear to parties. Joan Crawford. Joan Crawford was capable of making a huge impression on her audiences. This included literary figure F. Scott Fitzgerald, who popularised the term Jazz Age. Joan Crawford is doubtless the best example of the flapper, the girl you see at smart nightclubs, gowned to the apex of sophistication, toying iced glasses with a remote, faintly bitter expression, dancing deliciously, laughing a great deal, with wide hurt eyes. However, flapper-style dresses weren't her only stylish influence. She also helped popularise more relaxed sportswear and swimwear fashion for women. Marion Morehouse. Marion Morehouse was one of the first supermodels in the world, so it's easy to see how this confident, unapologetic and independent woman made a mark in the 1920s fashion scene. One of her more unforgettable outfits consisted of a sequined dress paired with a single strand of pearls around her neck. In another, she wore an elegant and gleaming gown of green and gold lame with an intricate cut. On either side, 2 mink-trimmed bias panels completed the look. Louise Brooks. Actress and dancer Louise Brooks welcomed all the emerging trends from the 1920s, including the bob and trousers. As a glamorous style icon, she was often seen donning fur coats, velvet smoking jackets, palazzo trousers, and sparkling gowns. Many of her outfits were complemented by a cloche hat, another 1920s staple that featured a bell-shaped close fit around the head. Global events and the women's liberation movement heavily influenced the fashion styles that emerged during the unforgettable Roaring Twenties. These remarkable women led the way and still shape the way we look and dress today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoy our videos, please like, comment and subscribe to our channel and hit the bell button to be notified of new videos. See you in the next one.